Yeah, don't mind me. Just sweeping the weekend over here. Welcome back to Bruins Game Reactions. Boston Bruins win 2-0 over the Seattle Kraken in Game 13 of the 2024-2025 NHL regular season. We have back-to-back shutouts. After the way this season started, I didn't think we would see this, and now we have two in back-to-back games on back-to-back nights. This was just another stellar game by the team, front to back, open to close. I don't have any complaints. Team played incredible. Great defense. Finally started getting down, blocking shots. Not being afraid to go the extra bit and take out a body when you have to. And that was what helped them get the win today. They came out storming early and often. The team had 2 goals before Seattle had even registered a shot. Had 3. That goal got called back for offsides. It wasn't close. He came in backwards across the line. Zacha came in backwards across the line. That's going to get called for offsides every day of the week. It's unfortunate. I kind of think it stunted the team's momentum there. But they were still able to hold Seattle to just 3 shots in the opening frame. 22 for the whole game, which is pretty good. While they went and got 33 of their own. So let's just get right into it. These were the lines for today. Jim Montgomery did make some changes throughout the game. I didn't hate them. Coming to the end of the game there, David Pastrnak was on the bench, but he wasn't playing. He was kind of like stuck in that little middle area between the forwards and the defensemen. Not as big in the NHL, but he was still there. Maybe he's dealing with an injury. You hope he's not. But yeah, so that was kind of the only downfall to this game, honestly. Matthew Poitras just looked absolutely elite again today. Didn't get a goal, but you can tell that goal from last night's game has absolutely made him a much better player. If that's possible, I would like to think it is. He played much better in this game than he has in past, and I think he's going to be a mainstay in this lineup for years to come. Obviously, 2 other goals to actually talk about. First goal comes from Justin Brazeau, who has been just on fire today, or this week. He has 4 goals in the last 6 games, which they didn't mention this on the broadcast, but I saw on Twitter just after the goal was scored. That was 20 or 25% of the team's total goals in the past 6 games. Says more about the team than it does him. One fourth line guy has 20% of your team's total goals in a 6-game span. Not exactly a great thing. And then the second goal, a bit more of a breakdown on this one. Just a great shot. Puck gets circled out to the point, which this was at 5-on-5. Puck gets circled around to the point. Lindholm takes a shot, going probably 2-3 feet wide, but Brazeau's there, just gets a tip, sneaks it right in past Joey Decord, who he played well. He made really good saves when he needed to. His offense just let him down, unfortunately, and Bruins fans know quite a bit about that this year, and I'm sure the Kraken do as well, seeing as they had an identical record to us heading into this one. Second goal of the game, Charlie Coyle with just showing patience is king here. Gets the puck circled around to him, receives it off what I believe is a rebound, pulls Joey Decord well out of his crease, tucks it in right by him, skates around the back of the net, goes over, celebrates with the rest of his team. And that was kind of it, really. Seattle took 5 penalties before this game was even half over, or just after this game was half over. They committed 5 callable infractions, unfortunately. I don't want to see every game be officiated the exact same. I want consistency, but I don't want the same number of power plays for each team. If one team commits more infractions, they're going to get called more. And that is exactly what happened in this game. And Boston shut them down whenever they could. And they were able to capitalize on the Charlie Coyle goal on the power play, which was nice. Other notes from this game, Trent Frederick got into a fight. Matthew Poitras got a very late hit, in my opinion. Didn't get called for anything. But Trent Frederick was right there. Unfortunately got the extra 2 minutes because he had his gloves on. But that's a penalty I'm not going to complain about. That's one you want to see your team take every day of the week. Just they're willing to protect your young stars, which I'm going to stand by. Matthew Poitras is a young star on this team. And yeah, got 5 plus an additional 2. That's a fair trade for protecting a cheap shot. I saw some people on Twitter before this game saying they wanted to see Korpisalo go. I wouldn't have hated that. I also don't think you win this game if Korpisalo went. I'm not saying that he would have allowed goals, but obviously first and second half of back-to-back, maybe you give them the Sens on Saturday. Or they play the Flames sometime this week as well. They've been pretty good, but they're not meant to be a great team. Maybe you give Korpisalo one of those guys. I think Swayman gets Toronto on Tuesday. And yeah, that should be what is going to be, hopefully, a really good game. The Toronto-Minnesota game is going on right now. It's 1-1 as I'm filming this, so maybe the Leafs come in with a bit of momentum. The Bruins are coming off back-to-back shutouts, so don't quite see how you can get better momentum than that. Another thing to note, obviously, Seattle was also on the second half of a back-to-back with travel, so it's not the normal effect to back-to-backs, seeing as both teams did play last night. But goalies were different in all 4 games, so you play the team that's in front of you, and that's exactly what Boston did. They were able to capitalize early. Maybe if that third goal stands, they get 1 or 2 more. But after that second goal went in, the Kraken really started to lock it down. And yeah, I think that's going to be it for this one, honestly. It feels good making 2 back-to-back win videos. Haven't done that yet, I don't think. Yeah. Just hit 10 subscribers over this past weekend, so thank you guys very much for that. And yeah, I'm going to cut it here. Thank you all so much for watching. Click like if you like. Click subscribe if you really did enjoy it. And let's go on a bit of a hot streak here.